Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. So did y'all notice the name change and notice the greetings change? And we're going to actually talk about that. But first, let me just let you know that you're in the right place and I'm in the right place. This is the Monday Inspirational Upload for the wonderful, intensive traveling outside of your comfort zone to get everything you want, anything you want, all the things that you want and all the things that you deserve. So I want to do this Monday. I want to dedicate this Monday Inspirational Upload to the beautiful, the wonderful, the spiritual Sister Mariela Da Silva, who is in our intensive, and she had two very important questions, and I wanted to speak on those. So one of the questions were, how do you travel outside of your comfort zone when it comes to letting people go? Someone else actually asked the same thing as well. How do you let people go? Fatima Womack, I think it was you. You wanted to know, how do you get comfortable with not caring about what other people think, right? And then also letting those people go if they don't really support you. And the other one you asked was, how do you travel outside of your comfort zone when it comes to dating, particularly dating interracially? So let's talk about the dating and even dating interracially, right? Or dating somebody from a different religious background, right? Or dating somebody from a different country. Even if you're both black, you are African American and they're, Caribbean American, or they're African from the continent, right? Or they're white or something else, right? The thing is, there's nothing wrong with any of that. It's about vibrational frequency and your connection. The only thing that makes it wrong, and even asking the question means that it goes back to the second question, is caring about what other people think. Do other people, it's judgments that we feel about ourselves or we're afraid to move forward, and so we make it about other people. We make it about other people are going to look at me crazy. Other people are going to make me feel bad. Other people are going to doubt me. You know what? As a book I once read, or a title to a book, it's none of my business how you feel about me. It's none of your business how other people feel about you. But if you are feeling that you want the approval of other people, then it's going to be hard to move forward. So you want to move forward in life, and traveling outside your comfort zone is to do something very uncomfortable that you really want. See, let me say this. So if you really want to date somebody that is not of your ethnicity or not of your cultural background or religious background, if you really want to do that, yes. Is it uncomfortable to do that, knowing that people may comment, knowing that people are going to not understand, knowing that people may not approve? That's very uncomfortable. How do you come out of that uncomfortable feeling? By doing it, by understanding that there is something in that's going to make you feel really good and really happy. And when you feel really good and really happy, you don't just manifest that present good relationship. You also manifest all the good things that are going to come from having a happy, loving relationship in whatever way that it shows up. Do you understand? So what you're doing is, sometimes people won't understand. I'll give you a perfect example. People some people are questioning, why is Nubia raising her prices? Doesn't she understand that people are not going to be able to afford her prices, that people that are inspired by her will not be able to hear her wisdom for free? Don't she understand that maybe she's selling out, she's leaving us behind? People are not going to get that. But if I stop to live for people who really, they don't live with me, they don't pay my bills, they're not close relatives, they probably, if I didn't have a place to live or was homeless, they probably wouldn't even let me stay in their house. They are people that I don't know. And even if it was people that I do know, they don't live with me, they don't pay my bills, they might not be there when I'm really down. So but if you care about people in general, whether they're your close family or friends or relatives, or there's some arbitrary people on Facebook, or there's people in your group that you actually do love. Like, I love the people that's in Wild Women Who Run with the Womb. I love the people that join the intensives. What I got to understand is, when you make yourself better, you can actually help them more. You can actually provide more free programs. When you're more financially stable, you're able to give scholarships and to provide more. When you're in a relationship that is actually making you happy and joyful, you'll be able to reach your goals, whether that's to lose weight, whether that's to quit your job, whether that's to start your own business. Because first of all, if you're in a good relationship, then everything you want, that person wants for you. Everything good that you want, that person wants the same goodness for you. And so when you feel that great, you're able to go to your highest in any field or any category that you could even think of. You're able to go to your highest. Therefore, able to pull those same people that say, girl, why you going with a white boy? They'll be the same people that you may invite to a trip to his home in Europe or France, and they always wanted to go to France. He may be the one that funds your brother or your brother-in-law's business. You know, he may be the one that helps your mom with her medical bills. I mean, you never, ever know. So just because they can't see the good, just because they can't see the finish line, doesn't mean that you shouldn't see the good, and doesn't mean that you shouldn't see the finish line. And most of all, doesn't mean that you should not aspire to get there. See, I'm feeling so outside of my comfort zone that no one could stop me. People can say whatever they want. I couldn't stop if I wanted to. Do you understand? I couldn't go back to the way I was if I wanted to. Let's talk about this idea of my name, and I didn't explain it as much. I talked about it a little bit in my YouTube. I was telling people about all the changes, and I just want to share that with you. For many of you, if you don't know, my YouTube name is no longer Nubia I Sutton 1. I am married. My last name is Goodson, so I don't use that name at all. The name I use is the Blackberry Beauty Academy. That is my YouTube name. I also have a business page or a fan page on Facebook, and it's called the Blackberry Beauty Academy. I would love for you all to go there and like the page. That would help me so very much. Also, I'm asking questions that are getting dialogues and really helping people to heal even from that page. My regular Facebook page that is now Nubia Sutton will be changed to Lisa Goodson, and it will be a private page just for friends, real close friends and family only. So all my public stuff is going to be done on the fan page or the business page called the Blackberry Beauty Academy. Okay, so wait, people are going like, who is this? She all brand new now. She acting all brand new, but I am brand new. You know, look what I said. This is Lisa Goodson. I decided to embrace the name that my mother gave me. You know, when I took on the name Nubia, I was in a relationship with a Rasta, Nubia I to be exact. I was in a relationship with a Rastafarian, and I was living that life, and that's what was feeding me at the time. But that life, that lifestyle, and that name that I took on to be a part of that lifestyle no longer fits me. If I could let go of a name that I've been carrying for 20 years, I've called myself Nubia I. And my mother, when she was alive, called me Nubia as well. She respected it enough that the name she gave me, Lisa Marie, because that's my name, it's beautiful and I love it. She was able to forget about it, and so she can honor what my wishes were. But I want to honor my mother, whose name is Marie. I want to honor my mother by taking my name back. That Lisa Marie, she got me to Las Vegas. She got me to California. She got me to the holistic way of living. She got me to be a vegetarian. She changed my life, and I want to take her along while I hit those millions of dollars, where I speak on stages worldwide. Lisa should be there. If I can change that, change a name that I've done business in, a name that I've built a following on YouTube or Facebook with, then you could actually travel outside your comfort zone, not caring what other people think. If anything, they're going to look at you and go, what do I need to change in my life that I've been holding on to for 20 years? What do I need to change in my life that I've been holding on to for 20 years or more? And can you imagine just the vibrational frequency of names and numbers and numerology? That's going to change no matter what. And most hopefully, it's going to be changing for the good. So I am willing to release that which I thought and identify as myself. I'm telling you that it's normal that if you are attracted to someone of a different faith, a different religion, a different background, a different ethnicity, that it makes sense that would be different. If you are you're traveling outside your comfort zone. I told you that the wearing of the dress or the traveling outside of your beauty zone, You know, traveling and paying all your debts and traveling outside of your fearful money zone. I told you that that was going to spill over into every aspect of your life. The exercises you were doing seemed isolated, but they were connected to your overall growth. So keep on trucking, sisters. Trey said yes. Keep on moving, sisters. Keep going forward, because what you ask for, you are actually getting. And you don't even know everything. We ask for something, and the universe, God, Goddess gives us much more than we ask for. So you have to be brave. Do you understand? I'm embracing my old name, Lisa, my original name, Lisa Marie, but I'm taking on the name that I chose. I chose to take my husband's last name. His name, the good son, just good. Good is in the name, baby. How could it be bad? So I'm just this new person. I said I said Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, no longer holistic. Holistic was a buzzword that everybody was using, I would say, in the 90s, and I kind of adapted to that. I am still spiritual. I am still dealing with the mental, physical, and spiritual. I do that every day. But what I'm really wanting to do, what I really feel like I'm doing, is I'm transforming your thoughts, your ideas, your belief systems into those that work better for you in order to get what you really want. I'm a transformative coach. I'm a transformative mentor. I'm a teacher of this academy. So I'm not trying to teach you anything spiritual, because I'm already spiritual. So everything we do, everything we say, everything we are is spiritual. And so I also said ancient African. I used to say healing for the modern sister, but it's wisdom. I'm a teacher who has information. I'm using the ancient wisdom, not from me per se, from all that was before me, from the ancestors, the spirit guides, from the Christ, from the God and the Goddess, from whatever, the higher self, the higher spirit. I'm using all of this ancient knowledge that comes from the motherland, that came through, from me, the Carolinas, and part of me, the Caribbean. I'm calling on the making something out of nothing, the making it do what it do. I'm calling on, it's the all good. I'm calling on the African American proverbs, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm calling on the African proverbs as well. So I'm calling on the wisdom of all of those elders and ancestors and ascended masters and spiritual beings that have come before me. And that is what I'm using. It is time for change. When you change your name, you change the people that you hang around. So somebody else wondered too. I think Fatima Womack, you had asked about the letting go. Think about it this way. You're not really letting go of them. They're letting go of you, because they don't match your vibrational frequency. See, what the law of attraction says is that like attracts like. What is of itself will attract itself. Do you understand? What is of itself will attract itself. So you've gotten to this point where now the people are not resonating with you, nor you with them. And you did the work in order for that to happen. I want to tell you something. I almost forgot this, and I couldn't wait to tell you. So I'm going to let the stuff go by. So talk about paying debts. Talk about clearing your debts. Talk about cleaning up your debts, right? I want to tell you this story. So as many of you may have remembered, maybe you don't, it was about a year ago, maybe almost 2 years ago, I was robbed. No, it was last June. So it was a year ago, June. I was robbed at gunpoint at this house that I lived in a terrible neighborhood. That Spirit kept telling me to move, and I kept negotiating, like, where am I going to go? Spirit, but I can afford this rent. What if I can't afford something else? What if I can't get into a better neighborhood? I wasn't listening, okay? So I'm coming home from shopping one day, feeling magnificent, shining, glowing, just coming off, just actually in a 60-day liquid fast. So I'm praying, meditating. I open myself to the universe. Basically, I'm doing all the work we're doing in here. I changed, but I didn't want to move with the change. So if you don't start dating who you want, and don't start hanging out with the people you really want, and forget the people you don't really want, you may get a spanking from the universe. So I'm coming home and I'm walking in my house happy as can be, and some brother comes up on me with a gun and cocks that pistol and tell me to reach in my pocket and to give him the money. He don't want my wallet, he don't want my credit cards. That's what he said, I just want your money. And if you don't, I'm gonna shoot you. And the gun was pointed to my womb. And I tell people, I was beyond scared. I was in the present moment like never before. I was so focused where I was because I knew that maybe there was no other place for me to go. This may be it. So I want to tell you this. Normally, I never carry cash. When I shop at stores, I shop with my debit card, my ATM card. Rarely do I ever have cash. So prior to coming home, before getting robbed, I was, like I said, coming back from going grocery shopping. And so there's a homeless man that occasionally will sit outside the grocery store that I go to. It's a supermarket that I go to, a small market. And he helps me take my bags and put my bags in my car. So, and he does it, for $1. He sells the paper, the street paper, the street sheet, the homeless paper. I never really take the paper. I just give him $1 when he helps me, or $2 for putting my bags in. But for a couple of weeks, I have been forgetting. So he'll say, oh, let me help you. And I know that means I'm going to give him some money. But I had gone into the supermarket. I would come out, and because I used my ATM card, I didn't have cash. I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, brother, I don't have cash. I said, I promise the next time I see you, I'm going to make sure when I go in the store and buy food, I'm going to get cash. So I hadn't seen him in a while. This week I see him, right? I see him, I see him, and he says, don't forget to get that cash. I said, that's right, brother. Thanks for reminding me. I go in, I do my grocery shopping. Guess what, y'all? I almost forgot to get the cash. And I said, wait, the cash register, the cash register woman, the clerk, I can't think of the name right now, the cashier, she says, do you want any cash back? I was like, yes, that's right, I do. So I get $10 back. I tell her to give me a 5 and 4 and 5 ones and a $5 bill. She does. I come out, the brother helps me with the bag, the homeless brother. I give him $2, so I got $8 left. Then I come home, I getting robbed. The brother said, give me your money. That money was folded in a way where the 5 was on top, the ones were inside. I reached in my pocket. Now, normally, y'all, I wouldn't have had no cash to give this brother. Do you understand? But that day, that brother, thanks to that homeless man and me getting that money for him, I had the cash to give to the brother. So I gave it to him. And as I was running in my house, I heard him say, is this all you got? $8? And I was already in the house. Could you imagine? Because he was antsy, y'all. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I had no money at all? He could have shot me, pistol whipped me, pushed me in the house, robbed me. He could have, excuse me, y'all. He could have violated me, violated my daughter who was in the house. Anything could have happened. So that was a year ago. We talking about clearing debts. So me and my husband, we go to the supermarket that we've been going to all weeks since then, a whole year since then. We never stopped going. Haven't seen the homeless man, The homeless man is there yesterday. The homeless man says, hey, y'all, I need $16 for a hotel. Do you think you got it? Or you can give me anything. I'm just trying to get the money. So I'm looking for $1. We don't have $1, but I got a $20 bill in my wallet, and I got a $10 bill. The $10 my husband had just given me because he paid for the grocery. I used his card to pay for the grocery. I got cash back. I didn't know why I was getting the $10. I say, brother, I don't have it. My husband tries to give him some quarters, $1 and a quarter. I say, no, you know what? I do have it. And I told my husband, I said, remember, this brother saved my life. He said, yeah, he did. And I gave him the $10, and he was so grateful. He was so grateful. And I realized that I was paying a debt. It's because of that brother that I believe that I am here today. And me making that wrong right, me giving that brother that now he can go somewhere and eat and sleep for the day, made me feel amazingly happy and thankful. So you get a chance, if you get a chance to pay a debt, maybe you'll get a chance to pay a debt like that from somebody saving your life. See, I am thankful and grateful. Yes, I'm moving forward, but I'm not moving forward being in conceit. I'm not moving forward as boasting or bragging. I have to move forward. But every time you move forward, you're making a right wrong from the past, or a wrong right from the past. You're righting a wrong. Every time you make a step, the universe reminds you that, hey, you still got to take care of this. So you got to let the people go in order for you to move forward. You got to stop identifying with the poor, identifying with the hateful, identifying with the greedy, identifying with the selfish. You got to now identify with the loving, identify with the happy, identify with the rich, identify with people that are going and have the life that you have right now. You have to do that. So this is the Monday Inspirational Upload, and it's a short video that I just come in and give you some inspiration, and I know I'm going in, but I hope that answered Mariella De Silva's question. Also Fatima Womack, you actually had a very similar question. When you let them go, when you love people from afar, you actually create an energy around you to bring in the people that can move you closer towards your goal. If you want to be rich, you got to hang out with rich people. You got to go where rich people are. If you want to find love, you got to hang out where people are loving and happy. If you want to have a great relationship, you got to hang out with people that have a great relationship. So all those people that's falling away in your life, they're not matching up to your vibrational frequency. They're not congruent with what you say that you want. Therefore, they cannot stay in your realm of your life at all. Do you get that? Do you understand? I know that you do. So remember, y'all, another thing, my last request is I asked, Fahima put up a post asking y'all to please, could you do a testimonial for me? Now, Mariella De Silva, I love the testimonial you wrote on the YouTube page about how you thought you wasn't going to take the courses, and then you decided to take the courses, and how great you taking the courses felt. I love that. If you could have that testimony and you could send me a picture that we can use for the website, I would love it. I'm also asking everybody else, I'm asking for everyone else, if you can in the intensive, to write a testimony about the stuff that it wouldn't have to be. It could be this intensive, it could be the last intensive, it could be the intensive before, but what kind of transformation you experienced by taking these courses. And also, if you can send one of your beautiful pictures, they will go on the website. I don't ask for much and I give a lot, and I'm really asking you if you can do that for me. I would appreciate it. And you can send them all to Fahima Rochelle. And so I think she had left the information, but you know how to get in touch with her, and please do. So I thank you with all of my heart, and I thank you for being here, and I hope that we are continuing to transform. And remember, of course, we're going to have our last Friday instructional upload, and I'm always going to be in the group page. This is Lisa Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, ancient African wisdom for the modern sister. Peace and blessings.